Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hickory, North Carolina, as Lenoir-Rhyne takes on the Lees-McRae Bobcats in their first game of the season, their season opener. Sheena Holler, 20-0 against the Bobcats in her career. Sheena Holler, it's her 23rd season at LR, with just 5 wins shy of 900 for her coaching career. Holler ranks 9th in Division II among active head coaches in career wins, 13th among all active head coaches who have coached at least 5 years in winning percentage. Going through the starters here for the Bears, and we'll have the national anthem, and we'll get this game underway to start the season. And we'll step away for the national anthem. And that was the national anthem. And we'll get this game underway. I'm Chris Rickenbaugh. I'll be on the call for today's game. On the mound for the Bears, or in the pitching circle for the Bears, is going to be Lauren Rakes, the junior from Hamptonville, North Carolina. Behind the plate is going to be catcher Graylee Hildebrand, the sophomore from Connolly Springs, North Carolina. Lees-McRae is going to be up to bat first in their 21st meeting with Sheena Holler and the Bears. '21 was a great season for the Bears. Overall, 17-16, 13-11 in the conference. They were 8-10 at home. As you can see, they're getting ready to start this game. Up to bat first for the Bobcats is going to be number 5, Aaliyah Compton, the freshman from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. First pitch is going to be a little bit outside, and that's going to be our first ball. And that's going to be ball 2. This is game number 1 of today's doubleheader against the Lees-McRae Bobcats. That's going to be ball 3. Rake staying on the left side of the plate, not getting Aaliyah Compton anywhere close, and that's going to be the first one down the middle, but that's going to be a walk, a little bit too low. Next up for the Bobcats is going to be Julie Gass, the senior from Taylorsville, North Carolina. A local, went to Alexander Central. That's going to be Rake's first strike of the day. That's going to be another one right down the middle, but they're going to call it a ball. It's a chilly day here in Hickory. Feels, or we looked at the weather, it's about 45, but it feels like it's a little bit below 40 for sure. Good thing the sun's out, warming it up a little bit, or else it would be really cold, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike two. And that's she's going to get a piece of it there, but they're going to count it as a swing. Count stays at 1-2. Gass is going to try a bunt there, and it's not going to work out for her. She's going to hang in there. Compton comes back to first base. That's going to be a tough one there. That's going to be ball two. It looks like it was right on the edge of the plate. Rake's just putting it out just a little bit too far for the umpire to call that a strike. That's going to be fouled off. Count stays the same here, 2-2. That's going to be tip two. Just going to miss the cars. Beautiful Corvette sitting right behind us, so hopefully they won't get a softball to the windshield today. That's going to be a little bit too high. Ball three, tries to tag out, and that's going to be a play. First out of the season. That's going to be Caitlin Racker, the freshman from Lexington, North Carolina, making that play at shortstop. The count for Rakes is 3-2, 1 out. And that's going to be strike three for Gast. Two outs, and it's going to be Jordan Scott stepping up to the plate, the junior from Smithfield, North Carolina, the transfer from Lewisburg College. Strike one, right down the center. That's going to be strike two, a little bit too high, got under it. She's going to watch that one go by. That'll be ball one for Scott. Ball two. Count goes to 2-2. 2 outs. And that's going to be strike 3 for Rakes. 2 strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down. And we'll head into the break for the Bears. They will be up to bat. Back here for the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Bobcats, or in the pitching circle, excuse me, is going to be Megan Powell, freshman from Eden, North Carolina. Stepping up to the plate is going to be Savannah Moorfield, the outfielder. That's going to be a little bit outside. Savannah Moorfield, definitely one of the leaders for this team, hitting standout, as well as Kylie Lenhart and Lauren Rakes. And that second one's going to be a little bit off, but it's going to be counted as a strike. LR was picked to finish third in the preseason SAC coaches poll after a sixth-place finish a season ago. Savannah Moorfield and Kylie Lenhart stand out, as well as Lauren Rakes, as their big hitters. And also returning to the circle is all-conference selection Morgan Beeler. That's going to be ball two. Today's doubleheader is going to be the first games of their season. But the Bears are going to be back in action on Friday, heading to St. Augustine, Florida, to compete in the Flagler tournament. That's going to be strike 2. Count moves to 2-2. That's going to be a little bit outside. Ball 3. Full count for Moorfield. She's going to get a piece of it, and that's just going to miss a car. Owner of the car is standing right next to me. He's a a little bit worried. You're going to get another piece of it. Staying in the hunt, battling. Full count. That's going to be right down the center, and that's going to be a strike for Moorfield. Watched it go by. Stepping up to the plate is going to be Caitlin Rackard, freshman from Lexington, North Carolina, who made that amazing play in the top of the first at second. This will be her first at-bat. Going to watch that one go by, but they're going to count it as a ball. Second pitch goes by. That's going to be a strike. Bears a little bit hesitant to swing here early. That second one's going to be a little bit high, about eye level. Ball 2. She's going to get a piece of that one. That's going to be ball 2, or count stays at 2-2, excuse me. 1 out. She's going to get a piece of that one. It's going to go to the shortstop, and they're going to call her out. Really close call at the bag, but that play was made by shortstop Julie Gass. Behind the plate for the Bobcats is Abby West. And stepping up for the Bears is Cassidy Wall, the freshman from Davidson, North Carolina. She's going to get a piece of that one. That's going to be counted as a strike. Watching the second one go by. It's going to be strike 2. That's going to be a fly ball to the first baseman, and that's going to be caught for the third out. Catch made by Lauren Ritchie, and that's going to take care of the first inning of the season, and we'll head into the break for the second. back here on the Bear Sports Network, and we're in the top of the second. Rakes is still in the pitching circle. It's going to be a little bit low and outside. And up to bat is Lauren Ritchie. First baseman who made that play to end the first. Second one's going to be a strike. Count moves to 1-1. She's going to tip that one. It's going to be strike 2. Way outside, and that'll be ball 2. Count moves to 2-2. Right down the center, and that's going to get her to swing for strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Rakes. Stepping up to the plate, Hannah Foster, junior from Orange Park, Florida. Definitely the furthest traveled of all the Bobcats. See a lot of North Carolina, Virginia, one in Tennessee, so Florida's a little bit out of that range. That's going to be right down the center. Got her swing and strike 1. Strike 2, excuse me. I believe that's strike 1, but she's going to get a piece of it, and that's going to go left field, and that's going to be a base hit. First hit of the day for the Bobcats. 1 out, top of the second. Up to bat, Madison Rowe, the junior from Newton, North Carolina. Went to Surrey CC. I believe I pronounced that wrong. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Strike 1, excuse me. It looked a little bit too low. Second one's got her swinging, strike 2. Runner on first. That's going to be strike 3 for Rakes. 4th strikeout of the day. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitcher, Megan Powell, now up to bat. Getting close to the bottom of the batting order. First one's got her swinging, strike 1. A little bit inside, strike 2. Powell not afraid to attack. Rakes on these first 2 pitches. Got a runner on first base. That's next pitch is going to be a little bit outside. Rakes trying to see if she can bite, but that's going to be ball 1. Got her swinging. Strike three. Out number three. That's going to end the top of the first, and we'll take a short break and be back for the bottom of the second. Back in Hickory, North Carolina for the bottom of the second inning, all tied up here 0-0 for Lenoir-Rhyne and Lees-McRae. In the pitching circle, number 29, Megan Powell, and up to bat is Laura Beth Wood, junior from Madison, North Carolina, North Stokes High School. She's going to watch that first one go by for ball one. That's going to be strike number one. Down the center, swing and a miss, strike two. It's going to be ball two. Count moves to 2-2. She's going to get a piece of that one. That's going to be fouled off right. Coach Holler coming into the season, 895 wins coming into the season. .712 winning percentage, which is pretty good, but that's going to be strike three for Laura Beth Wood. Having a word on the side with Hannah Jennings, senior from Marshall, North Carolina. It's going to be a little bit high and inside, ball one. Down low and outside, ball two. Way high and inside, had to lean out of it. Ball three, count moves to 3-0, one out. Down the center, strike one, watches it go by. Powell putting it a little bit all over the place, seeing if these Bears will chase it around. Just really trying to feel it out. Down and inside, she's going to get a piece of it, but it's going to roll foul by a couple inches. Way high, and that's going to be a walk, putting the Bear on base. One out, bottom of the second. Now stepping up to the plate, pitcher Lauren Rakes, who's been having herself a day. 5 strikeouts already. The junior from Hamptonville, North Carolina. She's going to take a big swing right off the bat. Strike one. Gonna get a piece of it, but it's a little bit inside, off closer to her hands, and that's gonna go foul. Inside, got a runner going to second, and she's gonna steal. Safe at second. It's Jennings. Count moves to 1-2. Runner on second, one out. Can definitely push the issue here if you're Jennings. Try and steal third. Put yourself in a better position to put some runs on the board. She's going to get a piece of it. Battling. Count stays at 1-2. Big swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Now stepping up to bat. That's going to be Julia Mardigan, number 32, freshman from Mechanicsville, Virginia. It's going to be strike 1. Talon LeClaire not in the lineup today in 2021. She had a .394 batting average. One home run, 19 RBIs. Gets a piece of it. She's going to find a spot, and that's going to bring a runner in. Put a run on the board for Lenoir-Rhyne. A base hit for Mardigan. And that's going to bring in Jennings. The catcher, Graylee Hildebrand, now up to bat, the sophomore from Connolly Springs, North Carolina. Runner on first, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Little bit too high. Ball 1. Right down the center. Going to get under it. Doesn't get a piece of it, but that's going to be strike 1. Down the center, foul ball. battling. That'll be counted as strike 2. Inside, got her swinging. That'll be strike 3 and out number 3, ending the bottom of the second. We'll take a short break with the Bears on top, 1-0 over the Bobcats.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, top of the third, Bears lead 1-0 over the Bobcats. Rakes in the pitching circle. That's going to be a little bit inside. And up to bat, Riley Webster, the freshman from Yanceyville, North Carolina. She's going to get a piece of that one. That's going to go into the crowd. Foul ball. 2 strikes. No balls. That's going to be strike number 3. 6th strikeout of the day for Rakes. On a roll so far, looking to keep it going. Game 1 of today's doubleheader against the Bobcats for the Bears before they head down to Florida for the Flagler tournament. It's going to be strike 1. Up to bat, Emma Jackson, freshman from Lexington, North Carolina. It's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Little 2 inside. It's going to be ball 2. That's going to be a strike. That's given a little bit of room. That had to be right on the edge of the plate. I'm standing right behind home plate, and it looked a little bit out. But she's going to get a piece of that one. Just missing a car. tips that one, battling. Count stays at 2-2, 1 out. It's going to be ball 3, full count now for Emma Jackson. Very chilly day, but the wind is at our backs heading towards the outfield. So if a batter gets a hold of one, it's got a good chance of getting out of here. That's going to be ball full. Strike 3, actually. Almost hit her in the shins. Now back to the top of the batting order. Aaliyah Compton up. Was walked the first time. 2 outs for the Bears. Looking to close out the top of the third. It's going to be right down the center. Compton using a strategy, moving a little bit before she swings. Looking to get a little bit of a head start. Staying back in the box. Rakes tries to get her way outside to bite. Not going to happen. Ball 2. That's going to be strike 2 right on the edge of the plate, moving the count to 2-1. Outside again, but that's going to be ball 3. Gets a piece of it, but that's going to be strike 2, bringing the count to a full count. 2 outs. Right down the center, but she's going to be walked. A little bit too low for Compton. Julie Gast, who got the hit first. She's going to be back up the bat here. Right down the center, gets a piece of it, strike 1. Gets a piece of it. That'll be strike 2 right over our heads. Two outs, 0 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be down the center, fly ball into the dugout. Gas is going to stay up to bat. A little bit outside. That'll be first ball, moving the count to 1-2. Runner on first, 2 outs. Bears up 1-0. Little bit too inside, but that's going to be counted as a strike. And Rakes ends the top of the third with a strikeout. And that'll take us to the top of the third, and we'll be right back.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, up to bat is going to be Kendall Osborne, the senior from Concord, North Carolina. Powell still on in the pitching circle for the Bobcats. It's going to be right down the center. Bears really taking their time today, waiting on pitches. Really feeling it out. Game one of the doubleheader today. Bears up 1-0. It's going to be in the dirt, ball two. Count moves to 1-1. Now at the bottom of the batting order for the Bears. It's going to be a little bit inside, fouled off. Osborne hangs in there, hoping to get on base. Savannah Moorfield, big hitter, coming up to bat next. Inside strike, and that's going to be strike three. That's going to bring Moorfield up to bat. Coming back, electing to take her fifth year. Moorfield's average last year was .371, 124 at-bats, 2 home runs. A little bit too high for her on that last one, brings the count 1-1. Gonna watch the second one go by, ball two. Takes a big shot, dead center. Gonna find a gap, and that's gonna be a base hit for Moorfield. Bringing up Caitlin Rackard, the freshman. First time up to bat up for the Bears. They seemed a little bit hesitant, just seeing what Powell had in store, and now you can see a lot of communication coming back and forth between the dugout. And when they come up to bat, just a little bit of communication. Can wonder, trying to figure out what this pitcher's doing, where she's trying to put it, and really so they can take advantage of it. First pitch was going to be a bunt. Holds it back. Keeping Moorfield on first, ball one. Rackard showing her hand, showing that she's going to bunt. Again. Ball two. Right down the center. But that's going to be ball three. Might have been a little bit too inside for our umpire. Keeping Moorfield on first.
I like here. This is why I like putting up there because I can see everyone.
That one's going to be called a strike. Count moves 3-1. Runner on first. Bears up 1-0. 2 hits on the day so far in the first 3 innings. Gets a piece of it. That's going to be a foul ball along the left side, and that's going to be caught by the outfielder, Emma Jackson. For the Bobcats, that'll be the Bears' second out of the inning. Cassidy Wall now up to bat for the Bears. Runner on first. That's Moorfield. Big shot down the center. That's going to move Moorfield to second. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Wall took the first shot she saw. And now stepping up to the plate, Laura Beth Wood, the junior from Madison, North Carolina. Hoping to bring in one of these runners, adding some runs to the board for the Bears. 3 hits in 3 innings. Bears really feeling themselves here in this 3rd inning. It's going to be down the center, but a little bit too high. Ball 1. Got runners on first and second. A little bit too low, ball 2, but that's going to move runners to second and third. Going to have to be a hit here. Head coach Kendall Fuller for the Bobcats going to go out and have a conversation with the pitcher, Powell. Struggling a little bit in the bottom of the 3rd. Bears just really taking advantage of it. But you saw a lot of communication in the 1st and 2nd inning trying to figure out what these Bobcats were doing with the Bears. So I think they really just started clicking here. But they're going to keep Powell in here for a little bit, change up their strategy a little bit. Brought the whole team in, making sure they're on the same page with 2 outs, 2 runners on base for the Bears. Can't let a big hit go, and that's going to put this game pretty tough to wrangle back in. Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit too far outside. Ball 3, no strikes. That's going to be right down the center and called a strike. Wood's going to watch that one go by and take the walk. Bases loaded for the Bears here, and that's going to bring up Hannah Jennings, the senior. The lefty hitter trying to bring in at least one of these Bears. Coach Holler having a conversation over with Moorfield. That's going to be down the center for the strike. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Really good opportunity here for the Bears. Got to take advantage of it. Especially since the way they hit in the first 2 innings. That second one's going to be too high. Ball 1. She's going to get a piece of it, fouls it off, bringing it to strike 2. Count is 1-2, 2 outs. She's going to get a piece of it. That's going to go foul. Really big opportunity here for the Bears. The wind changing directions on us. Starting to come back right into our face. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get it out of the park if it's a big swing. Bears have done a good job hitting the ball, finding those little gaps. Down the center, strike 3. Really good job for the Bobcats to close out that inning. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here for the 4th. Back here on the Bears Sports Network for the top of the 4th inning. Bears had a really big opportunity to score some runs, but Bobcats were able to strike her out. Rake's still on the mound, having herself quite a day, only allowing 1 hit. That's going to be strike 1 as she got a piece of it. And up to bat for the Bobcats, that's Jordan Scott, junior from Smithfield, North Carolina. Bears having a conversation on the mound. That's going to be down the center, strike 2 for Rakes. Up too high, ball 1. Count moves to 1-2. Scott's going to watch that one go by for ball 2. Up too high, ball 3, full count now for Scott. She's going to get her to swing. Strike 3 for Rakes. Having herself a debut here on the season. Lauren Ritchie now up to bat for the Bobcats. Going to get a piece of it. It's heading foul. Did they get there in time? Bears say she did. And that's going to be Hannah Jennings making the play. Excuse me, I think that was... I believe that was the shortstop, Caitlin Rackard. Hannah Foster now up to bat for the Bobcats. That's Rackard's second big play of the day as she had that out at second early in the first. Foul ball here into the stands. Stays in. Oh, and it's dropped right at the wall. Yeah, 3 Bears all around it, but not able to get to it or get it in the glove. Ooh, tough call there. It's going to be a ball, though. Umpire seems to be calling it pretty close here. That's down the center, fouled off again. Foster battling. Count stays at 1-2. 2 outs for the Bobcats. Bears hoping to close out the inning. Rakes having herself a day here. Hoping to add another strikeout. Yeah, and that's going to be ball 2. Going to get a piece of it. That's going to be way foul. Into the warm-up area. Staying in there. Foster battling. Rakes hoping to get another strikeout here. Only allowing 1 hit so far through the first 4 innings. That's right down the center. She's going to take her pick at it. That's going to be 3 outs, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 4th, and we'll be right back.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
Back on the Bear Sports Network here, Chris Rickenbaugh on the call for today's doubleheader. I'll be on for the first game, and Anthony Brown will be on for the second. Bears up 1-0 on the Bobcats so far. Last inning, they had the bases loaded and missed out on opportunities to put more runs on the board. Pitcher Lauren Rakes now up to bat for the Bears. Powell still in the pitching circle for the Bobcats. Gonna get a piece of it. Rakes finds a gap, but outfielder Jordan Scott makes the play. Not a whole lot of help from the wind, but got a really good rip of it. Bears starting to feel themselves now. Started in that third inning. Really starting to feel what Powell's bringing to the table here. Bobcats hoping they can stick with Powell through this first game so they can use a different pitcher in the second. Don't want to use too many. Both teams, this is their opening game of the season. Both hoping to start off in the right direction. It's going to be strike one. Julia's going to get a piece of it, but second baseman Riley Webster is going to make that play. Hard to see the numbers from this far away and behind the net. So if I take a second, that's what I'm looking for. Graylee Hildebrand now up to bat. Down the center, takes a big swing. Not hoping, not what the Bears were hoping for so far, coming off a big third inning. Had the bases loaded, but with 2 outs doesn't give you a whole lot of room for comfort. 2 outs already here in the bottom of the fourth. Takes a big crack at it deep into left center, and that's going to be a double for Graylee Hildebrand. Bears celebrating, getting hype in the dugout. A big play there for the Bears.
Left fielder number 5, Kendall Osborne.
Kendall Osborne now up, getting to the bottom of the batting lineup. Osborne really trying to get on base here so they can bring up their big hitter, Savannah Moorfield, back up to the plate. Little bit too high on that first one. Going to be ball one. Hildebrand on second. 2 outs. It's going to be a little bit too inside. Osborne's going to take her swing at it, but that's going to be strike one. Count moves to 1-1. Fouls that one off, battling. Count moves to 1-2. 2 outs. Osborne really trying to stay ahead of the count here, but 2 strikes already. Puts her in a hole, makes her on edge. Gets a hit to first, and that's going to be an easy out for the Bobcats. And that's going to be able to end the 4th inning with no damage done. Bears lead 1-0, and we're going to head to the 5th inning. And we'll be right back here after a short break.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Back here in Hickory, North Carolina, Bears taking on the Lees-McRae Bobcats on a very chilly day. Wind's pretty calm today. Sun's out, making it a little bit more bearable. No pun intended. Bears lead 1-0. Had bases loaded, had a lot of opportunities in the 3rd and 4th inning. Going to take a big swing at it up the bat, Madison Rowe for the Bobcats. Rake's been having herself a day in the pitching circle. Little bit too high. That's going to be a fly ball caught by the second baseman. That's going to be Julia Mardigan from Mechanicsville, Virginia. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Now up to bat, pitcher Megan Powell. Her first at bat was in the 1st inning, taking really big swings at it. Excuse me, she was in the 2nd inning. Second pitch goes by. That's going to be ball 2, right on the edge of the plate. Second pitch goes by. That's going to be strike 1. Count moves 2-1. Foul ball. It's got to bring the count to 2-2. Pitch goes by. Ball 3, full count now, 1 out for the Bears. Rakes only allowing 1 hit for the day. And that's going to be another foul ball. Powell taking some really big swings here. Power hitter. If she gets a hold of it, it might just clear the fence. It's a little bit outside. That's going to be a walk. Not letting Powell take a big swing at it. Bears are excited about that one. They're going to go ahead and allow a runner to sub in for Powell. That runner is going to be Meredith Summy, the sophomore from Iron Station, North Carolina, went to East Lincoln. And we're having a batting order change here. So now up to bat's going to be Janan Glaspie, the freshman from Johnson City. Her first at-bat of the season. Runner on first, 1 out. It's going to be strike 1 right off the bat. Strike 2, takes a big swing at it. Trying to move the batter to second base. The runner, excuse me. Count 0-2, 1 out. 1 batter on base. That's going to be ball 1. Rick says that one's on me, a little bit too high. That's going to be right on the edge of the plate. Umpire's really watching that side. I have a pretty clear view of it, as well as you guys do too, but just really, really close to the edge of that plate. That's going to be right at the batter's eye line, and that's going to be ball 3, full count, 1 out. Runner on first. Rakes having a really good day so far, trying to end this first game on a high note. And that's going to be strike 3. Rakes gets it in there. Two outs. 1 runner on first. That's going to be strike 1. Lots of fans in the stands today coming out to watch some softball on a pretty chilly day here in Hickory. Big crack, and that's going to be fouled off on the left side. That was a really big swing by Emma Jackson. And that's going to be strike 3 for Rakes, taking care of it. 4 batters, no runs, only allowing 1 hit on the day so far, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the 5th inning, and we'll be back right after this. Back here on the Bears Sports Network, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Savannah Moorfield up to bat. Powell still in the pitching circle for the Bobcats. Moorfield takes a big shot at it, but that's going to be fouled off. Outfielders can't quite get to it out there. Wind's starting to head that way too. It's going to be a little bit outside. That's going to be ball 1. Count moves to 1-1. Moorfield had a really good hit 2 innings ago right down the center, found a gap in the Bobcats defense. Doesn't like what she sees. That's going to be ball 2. A little bit too far outside. It looks like the pitch was in the same direction, but that's going to be strike 2. That was surprising. It's way on the outside. That was a shot. But that's going to be fouled off by Moorfield. Count stays at 2-2. Moorfield's a big hitter for the Bears. Last season batted .371. 46 hits. She's going to tag that one, but it's going to be fouled off, and she's going to be heading back. With the wind switching on us, it's going to be pretty tough to get one outside the park today. That's going to be ball 3 for Moorfield. Full count now. Needs the battle to stay in it. Powell's pitches have kind of been all over the place. She's been trying to put it on the outside, and that gives the umpire, the way he's been calling it today, it's just been right on the edge every single time. Moorfield's going to take a shot, foul that one off too. Down the pipe, Moorfield gets a hang of it, and that's going to be fouled off too. Battling here in the bottom of the 5th. Full count. At the top of the batting order. And that's going to be strike 3. Moorfield not happy about that one. Yeah, the umpire's been making some very questionable calls right on the edge. But it's been for both teams, so at least it's been consistent, but it's been right on the edge of the plate every time, and both pitchers today have been flirting with the outside edge of the plate. Rackard shows bunt. Caitlin Rackard now up the bat for the Bears. It's going to be right on the outside edge of the plate too. That's ball 2. That's going to be called a strike, just right on the outside edge of the plate. Big shot finds a gap. That's going to be a base hit. That was a line drive hit out to the outfielder, Riley Webster.
Number 9, Cassidy Wall.
Now up to bat for the Bears. That's going to be Cassidy Wall. Had a really, really big hit in the third inning. She's going to watch that first one go by, and that's going to be a ball. She's going to get a piece of that, and that's just going to exit the stadium right over the net. That's going to be called strike one, 1-1. And Wall's going to go have a conversation with Coach Sheena Holler. What can't you say about Sheena Holler in her 23rd season here of LR? 5 more wins, and she hits 900. And that'll be a pretty big celebration here. 13 NCAA tournament appearances, 12 SAC regular season championships, and 8 SAC tournament titles in her tenure here at LR. Wall back up, and she's going to foul that one off too. Battling. Seems like this game's gone a lot the Bears' way. They have 5 hits, but only 1 run to show for it compared to the Bobcats' 1 hit. Big hit to the outfield, and that's going to clear the fence. Home run for Cassidy Wall. And that's going to bring in 2 runs. Big hit for the Bears here in the bottom of the 5th, and that's going to be Wall's first home run. The freshman from Davidson, North Carolina. What a hit for the Bears, and that's what they needed to give themselves a little bit of room here over the Bobcats. Score now 3-0. Holler's 20-0 against the Bobcats and looking to keep that rolling here today. Laura Beth Wood now up to bat. Takes that one a little bit outside. That's going to be ball 1. Takes a big hit right to the shortstop, and that's going to be an easy out. That's going to be shortstop Julie Gast making the play. Hannah Jennings now up to bat. 2 outs for the Bears. 2 runs in this inning. They have 6 hits on the day. A little bit too high on that first pitch. It's going to be ball 1. Takes a big swing at it. That's going to be fouled off. Count moves to 1-1. The windup in the pitch, and that's going to be strike 2. takes a swing at it. That's going to be strike 3, ending the 5th inning to try and stop the bleeding here. Bobcats down 3, and the Bears up heading into the 6th inning, and we'll be right back.
Break great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Back here in Hickory, North Carolina, Bears taking on the Lees-McRae Bobcats. Top of the 6th inning here. Bears looking to close it out. Aaliyah Compton back up to the top of the order here for the Bobcats. Compton's been walked twice in this game so far today. That first one's going to be a strike right down the middle. Rakes having to pitch a little bit differently to Compton, as Compton's got this run forward and swing motion, not trying to have this huge set and swing home run ball. Just looking to try and get a head start getting on base with that run. Different tactic. You don't see it a whole lot. More from lefty hitters. Counts 1-1. There's the pitch. That's a little bit inside. Going to be called a ball here. Takes a swing at that one. It's going to be strike 2. It's going to be really tough to coordinate that run forward and swing at the same time. Lots of moving parts in that tactic and technique. That's going to be strike 3. Going to get her going down watching. Rakes with another strikeout on the day, just having herself a debut here for the 2022 season. That's going to be strike. Up to the plate, Julie Gast. Right down the pipe, but that's going to be a little bit too low. It's going to be called a ball. Here's the down the center. She's going to foul it off too, just swinging a little bit too early and taking it over to the left. Nobody on base. Had a really hard time getting anybody on base with only one hit. 3 walks on the day. Lauren Rakes has really been taking care of business in the pitching circle. Game 1 of the doubleheader today. Looking to close it out here on the edge of the plate, but they're going to count that as a ball. Pitch, and that's going to be a little down and into the inside. Ball 3, 0 strikes. They're going to have a meeting in the pitcher's circle. Try and game plan this last out here. Rakes has been having herself a day, just needs a little bit of a pump up right here. I see lots of laughing in the conversation. Just helping her, trying to loosen up a little bit. Jordan Scott steps back up. Rakes looks ready. Counts 3-0 with 2 outs. And that's going to be a walk. If Lees-McRae needs to get on a run, it needs to be now. Another change to the lineup. Lauren Ritchie coming back up to hit, the sophomore from China Grove, North Carolina. Takes a big crack at it, and that's going to be fouled off. Ritchie, one of Lees-McRae's big hitters. Got 1 on base with 2 outs. Not a whole lot of breathing room here for the Bobcats. Down the middle, and that's coming straight into your own homes. That'll be strike 2. Getting behind the count a little bit, but taking 2 really big hits at it. Rakes is putting them straight down the middle, though. A little bit high, trying to get her to chase, and that's going to be strike 3 for Rakes. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 6th inning. And we'll be right back here in a couple of seconds. Back here on the Bear Sports Network in the bottom of the 6th inning, and we have a pitching change for the Bobcats. It's going to be Reagan Rensing, sophomore from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Heritage High School steps into the pitching circle, hoping to put an end to the Bears' run here that they're getting on. Lauren Rake steps up to bat, had a really big hit a few innings ago. That's going to be down the center to the third baseman, and that's going to be a pitch and catch out. First baseman Lauren Ritchie makes that play. Julia Mardigan up to bat now for the Bears. A little bit down low and inside, and that's going to be ball one. Down low, not going to get it. That's going to be ball two. 6 hits for the Bears today, 3 runs. Only 1 hit for the Bobcats. That's going to be down low and inside again for ball 3. Both teams' first game of the season. Bears doubleheader today, and then they head down to Florida starting on Friday. They're going to have 5 games in 3 days down at the Flagler Tournament down in St. Augustine, Florida. Rensing's going to get that one inside for a strike. That's going to be a little bit outside, and that's going to be a walk. That puts Mardigan on base. And now Graylee Hildebrand steps up, and she had a huge hit a few innings ago. Looking to keep that going. She had a double. Watches that one go by. It's going to be strike one. Just gets the outside of the plate. That's strike two. Hildebrand behind in the count. Gets a piece of that one. She's going to battle. They're going to call it a strike, and she's going to be out. I believe she got a piece of it there. I think there's going to be a conversation here with Coach Holler and the umpire. A batting change here. It's going to bring up Sammy Diesler, the senior from Middlebury, Indiana. One runner on base. Diesler up to bat now. Hoping to put a couple more runs and put this game away, or make it just a little bit tougher on the Bobcats. It's going to be a little bit inside, but they're going to call it a strike. All pitchers today been tiptoeing right on the edge of the plate, doing their job. Diesler's going to take a shot at it. First baseman Ritchie's going to be able to make that play and end the inning as we head to the top of the 7th. Bobcats are going to have one more try at it to bring it back in, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't Can you do it? It's will you.
Here in the top of the 7th, here in Hickory, North Carolina, on Bears Sports Network. Lees-McRae trying one more time here to get back into the game. Hannah Foster up the bat, the junior from Orange Park, Florida. Game 1 here of today's doubleheader. Gonna take a crack at it, and that's gonna be fouled off. It's gonna be strike 1. Lauren Rakes in the pitching circle, gives the pitch. Count moves to 2-1. Rakes done a great job today in the pitching circle, hitting as well. In the season debut here for the Bears. Going to take a big shot. That's going to be fly ball, caught in the outfield by Kendall Osborne, the left fielder. And that's going to bring the first out of the inning. We're going to have another lineup change here. Hannah Evans, the freshman from Mechanicsville, Virginia, coming in to hit. Pitch goes, and that's going to be a strike. Rakes is going to try and put it all over the plate here, trying to get her to chase it. Not going to put one right down the middle. A little bit inside, going to get her to swing strike 2. Evans swinging for the fences on these first 2 pitches. A little bit too high and to the outside. That'll be ball 1. Greg's going to get the signal from the dugout. Down the middle. Strike 3. Just as she's done all game long. Needs to get one more here. As Megan Powell steps up to bat, Lauren Rakes having herself a day.
At bat number 29, Megan Powell.
First pitch is going to be a little bit low. Good eye by Powell. Ball 1. 2 outs, no runners on base. Rakes only allowing 1 hit on the day so far. She's going to get a hit, and that's going to go to the outfield, and that's going to be a quick base hit for Powell. That's going to bring up Riley Webster, starting to get to the bottom of their batting order here for Lees-McRae. They're going to bring in a pinch runner for Powell. That's going to be Jasmine Fong on first base, freshman from Apex, North Carolina. Outfielder.
Number 14, Jasmine Fong. At bat number 2, Riley Webster.
Webster's going to step up into the batter's box. 2 outs. Rakes looking to put it away here. That's going to be strike 1 for Rakes. 2 more to take game 1 here of today's doubleheader. That's going to be a bit high. Going to call it a ball. Count moves to 1-1. Looking to keep that runner on first. It's going to be a little bit inside, and she's going to try and stop her swing. But Webster just a little bit too far, and that's going to count for strike 2. Going to take a crack at it. Finds a gap in the Bears' defense, and that's going to roll about all the way to the fence. And that's going to bring 1 run in for the Bobcats and a double for Riley Webster. Only the second hit of the day is going to bring in 1 run. Still down 2. Going to need a big 2-out rally here to push the Bears back up the bat. Rakes looking to put it away. Emily Jackson. Emma Jackson, excuse me, up the bat. Runner on second. Takes a big hit to the outfield. And that's going to be it for the first game. Play made by Kendall Osborne deep in left field. And that's going to be a Bears win to start the season in today's doubleheader. A couple big hits and a big pitching day by Lauren Rakes. Only allowing 3 hits and 1 run on the day. Lots of strikeouts by Rakes. And that's going to be it for today's game. Bears win the first of today's doubleheader, and we'll be back in about 30 minutes here for game 2. But as for Chris Rickenbaugh, thanks for stopping by, and we'll be back here in a bit for game 2.